Hello there. It is August the 15th, Monday. An update here from the Netherlands. My trip here of now almost a month in total is coming to an end. Back to Canada tomorrow, and I'm going there with slightly mixed feelings, I must say. I feel I'm going back into a battleground. We've made great progress, and yeah, unfortunately, we're not at the end of that yet. But after having been here for a bit of relaxation and vacation and meeting friends and family, I feel rejuvenated and ready to battle some more for freedom. Um, some of you know that I went to Normandy, to the Normandy Beaches. I always wanted to do that, and now I did it with my best friend here, 39 years old, 39 years. I met him first year of university, and we reconciled also on the Corona years bullshit. He was what I would call a normie mostly, and I was definitely not normal. Or a bit of a rebel, just a North American rebel. He did appreciate that in the end, Amy, and we also recalled that that the Netherlands did need Canadian assistance in the Second World War to liberate themselves from the tyranny of that time. That's one reason why I went to see Normandy. I wanted to feel and see for myself what previous generations had to do to defeat tyranny, specifically after Zev Dr. Sevselenko, who passed recently, unfortunately, um, pointed out that this Corona crimes against humanity situation is our generation's Normandy Beaches moment. So I wanted to realize and wanted to see for myself, what does that mean? Well, people, if you have a chance to see it, go see it. There's still concrete bunkers everywhere dotting the landscape. We stood in a German bunker overlooking the beaches on Omaha Beach, and we saw the concrete structures that British and American engineers had brought in to build in a temporary pontoon harbor to basically evade the German defenses. And yeah, after soaking that in and realizing what has happened to us in the last 2.5 years, coming back to Canada, I come back with renewed vigor. I also have this Dutch farmer situation soaking in my blood further. My grandfather was a farmer. I don't know if I said that before, but yeah, so I have that blood in me as well. Farmers here in the Netherlands, we have a bit of a beachhead with freedom, and they're not letting up. In fact, they announced today in their negotiations, which have been going on for a while, that's been pretty quiet for about a week, that they're not going to take this Mexican standoff for too much longer. They're going to try to push it over the top soon and have announced additional actions. So it's a good lesson for all of us. Listen, people, we're up against a formidable enemy here, and they're not going to let up. As we saw in Canada, they were able to buy our government. They were able, through our government, to buy our media, and they've been gaslighting us for 2.5 years. And yes, we woke up, and a lot of us woke up in the meantime, but we cannot take them on in a frontal assault all the time, or we'll perish like many men perished on the Normandy beaches. Now, the casualty rate there was 10%, and yeah, that's what it might take sometimes. If we as Canadians need to unite, as James Topp said in Ottawa, we need to reconcile with our family and friends. This discrimination, this division needs to end completely, and we're on the right track with that, and I'm hopeful that that will continue. There we need to find our strength in our families, with our loved ones, with our friends, and we need to fight this tyranny wherever it rears its ugly head, and fight it like there is no tomorrow. Fight it like they did on the Normandy beaches, and like the Dutch farmers are doing. These people are not going to let up, okay? We're up against trillionaires, the shadow governments that can buy everybody that they want, that own the Vanguard Group, the BlackRock, that owns many companies, or many multinationals. And it's if you want to fight a frontal assault on that, well, good luck with that. So you got to be a bit nifty and thrifty and smart, and evade and be out entrepreneur them, as North America in fact has done at the, since 1776, when they got tired of the old tyranny that was sitting on their neck, or as the Dutch did in 1581 when they were tired of the Spanish tyranny sitting on their neck. And the Dutch farmers are fighting that same tyranny now. I think they are not going to let up. It will be good to see them and to support them where we can, but hopefully they can continue to be an inspiration for us in North America. We need to confront the tyranny where we can, and where we can outsmart them, and where we can fight them. The journalists that are now complaining, you guys are mean to us. No, we're not mean to you. We are just pointing out what you did to us. And we're just gaslighting you back. And we're confronting you with the fact that you were lazy, that you didn't do a job. John Moore, for example, that you were just following a paid line and you were bought off. And we're tired of it. And we're not going to take it anymore. And Rupa, thank you for your amazing work in the National Post. The articles that were placed with True North, where you did the interview with the two plaintiffs and the lawyer for the case that showed that the liberals, in fact, had no scientific support for their mandates, for their tyrannical mandates. It's brilliant. This is what we expect from journalists to do. This is how we dismantle a new Soviet system from developing in our backyard or in our country. We don't want it. All freedom-loving people do not want this. I'm sure many people that consider themselves normie, who just want to go along to get along, also do not want this. We're all on the same side. We can fight this beast if we're smart and if we follow the truth. And that's my big message. I think coming away from Europe, I have renewed vigor and renewed energy to fight this beast. It's not always going to be easy, but we can do it, and we will win. As the French say, tenir le front. People, hold the line.